what's up guys? Heroes Only, back with another video. In this video, I really wanted to discuss like the science behind the builds that I make and create. And then I'm going to, as you can see, I got two built hero decks right here. This is the deck that I'm currently wanting to run. I haven't been to locals in a couple weeks, to be honest with you. I wanted to go last week, but I did not make it to locals last week, neither the week before that. And out of the two locals that they've had this week, I haven't been to any of those. I'm planning to go tonight. I want to go tonight and test out this build. But this is the build that I've been hinting to you guys about a little something that I put together on my own and an idea that I came up with. So I'll show this one at the end of the video, but this is really a video about my thought process, what I think about the new hero cards, different versions of heroes that get played. I get asked a lot of questions about my style of build and what do I think about other builds of heroes. So, you know, this is one of those videos that's more of a discussion style. I'm still going to show a deck profile near the end of the video, but this is like a discussion style video and kind of like just responding to some of the frequent comments that I get, as well as for those who care about the explanation about the deck profile. This video is for you, you know, those who watch from start to finish and want the details. This is going to be a video for you. Some people just want the deck profile, they skim through, and that's fine. You know, that's your prerogative. That's how you want to do things, and that's perfectly fine. But I'm letting it be known at the beginning of the video, the deck profile is not going to be until the end. So if you want to just skip to that part because all you care about is seeing a new deck profile, that's perfectly fine. But I'm telling you, it's going to be near the end. But I'm really discussing my science behind this deck and the way I think about it and why I play it the way that I do. And I'll start with one of the first things you have to know about the hero deck is that if you play max hero starters and you play all your non-starter cards as well, the hero deck comes up to a total of 40 cards. So you have 40 cards, which is the bare minimum you can play in Yu-Gi-Oh! Before you even start to add any non-engine. You already have a 40 card deck with hero stuff. Now, normally you can actually, if you don't play 3 mass change, you can get it down to 38 cards. If you only play 1 mass change, but I'm assuming, you know, hero players see that you need to be playing 3 mass change, or at least that's my opinion. With 3 mass change, the engine comes out to 40 cards. So like I said, you got 40 cards before you even start to add anything else in there. And that's one of the keys behind why I build my decks the way that I do. I realize that if you pick the deck to go one way or the other, meaning if you build the deck to go first straight up, or if you build the deck to go second straight up, you are allowed to cut some of these built-in bricks that we have, which we have 19 of them. If you play 3 mass change, if you play 1 mass change, we have 17 built-in bricks. So I noticed that if I build a deck to just straight up go first, I can cut some of these cards, which opens up the spot for more protection cards for my going first. Or if I choose the deck to go straight up second, I can cut some of these built-in bricks and be able to play more non-engine because I'm choosing to go second out the gate. And that's been my thing. Hero needs to cut down on the bricks. And the way to be able to cut down on those bricks or play more cards that support your combo is to either play it straight up going first or straight up going second. That's my humble opinion. You know, that's my breakdown. You know, one thing that I like to do when I'm deck building is I like to lay out the cards before me. And that's how I peeped out that the engine itself is, we're going to start saying from 38 to 40 cards, depending on your style. But it's right there. The engine itself, the hero engine itself, max starters, is 38 to 40 cards before you even do anything to it, which is kind of crazy. That's a really big engine. That's a huge engine. And that's why I've kind of come up with a way of playing around the way our engine is constructed, you know. But that's just a little bit about my mindset when I go into deck building. I like to lay out all the cards before me and have like an overview of what I'm looking at and thinking about what cards can be cut in areas I can slim down in to make the deck a little bit more consistent, in my opinion. But let's talk about another topic. I often get a lot of comments talking about what do I think about different variants of the hero deck. I get a lot of comments about that, like, you know, what do you think about this version of hero? And listen, hero is only as good as the cards that you play with them. That's one thing that I peep game for the 2 short years that I have been playing hero. Like, the deck, hero is good, but you gotta play the right cards that support them. You gotta play the right cards alongside of them. You know, that's just something I want to just get out right then and there. Now, as far as different hero variants, hey man, I think they're all dope. You know, coming up with different variants, but a popular one is Hero Fiendsmith. Now, it's my humble opinion to say that I think the Fiendsmith just drowns out the hero, in my opinion. Fiendsmith hero is like, do you mean Fiend pile? That's a Fiend pile. That deck doesn't care that they're hero cards. All they care about is the fact that they're fiends. They don't care about the cards they don't care that the card's a hero. They just care that it's a fiend. And basically, that deck seems to be about, how do I get to my Fiendsmith stuff? So basically, you're playing Fiendsmith. That's my humble opinion. Fiendsmith drowns out the hero engine too much, and I want to keep it hero. That's what my channel's about. I'm going to keep it hero. And that's my opinion about that build. That's got to be one of the most popular builds being talked about right now. Even before the Fiendsmith stuff came out, they had a guy at now this is months ago, there was a guy at my locals. He was like, man, you know, when that new evil hero stuff comes out, you should play that with Fiendsmith. I'm sorry, not before Fiendsmith came out, before the evil hero stuff came out. He was like, you should get the Fiendsmith engine to play it with hero, because a Dusted Gold is a light fiend. And I was like, oh yeah, you know, that's cool, but I kind of like to play it my own way, you know what I'm saying? But the first thing came out his mouth was, a Dusted Gold is a light fiend. It's all about getting to the Fiendsmith stuff. It really, in my opinion, has nothing to do with hero. I watched some hero Fiendsmith combos. Some of the combos, they're not even grabbing Dark Supremacy. They're just grabbing cards to help them get into the Fiendsmith stuff. And then on like a High Wave King Caesar or something like that. I'm like, bro, that's a fiend pile. That's not a hero deck. And that's why I wouldn't play Fiendsmith hero. It's just going to drown out the hero deck. It loses its identity. My humble opinion. And that's something I've been waiting to fire off, you know, because I've been getting a lot of questions about Fiendsmith hero, but that's my take on that, and I'll leave that there. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to play hero. Now, we're not specifically talking about Fiendsmith anymore. I don't like to play hero with any cards that I feel like drowns out the hero. No, thank you. It's got to be a nice little complementation of each other to where I can still let my hero shine through. You feel me? Okay, now I'll get to the third point, or not a third point, a third thing that I wanted to talk about. The new Mask Hero support. Dude, the new Mask Hero support looks dope. Like, it looks dope. And the hero community right now is for sure buzzing about it. And that's awesome, dude. Like, it's buzzing. I mean, you got combo videos going up already, maybe even spreadsheets, deck profiles. Like, the cards haven't even dropped yet, so the community for hero players is buzzing. Me personally, I'm chilling back. I'm excited about the new support as the rest of the hero community is, but I'm chilling back. You know, I'm not putting together any deck lists yet or trying to come up. You know, I'm gonna let the cards come out first, you feel me? Like, I'm gonna let the cards drop, and then I'll go from there. It's probably maybe 6 months to maybe a year away, who knows? I don't even think it's officially out in the OCG yet, so we're definitely at least months away from it dropping. So, but it's cool to see the excitement, you know what I'm saying? But as far as like anything from my channel personally about, like, it's aside from the day that I posted that I saw it, I don't really have nothing to say about the new support just yet. I'm gonna let it drop first, and we gonna go from there. You know what I'm saying? But that's awesome to see the new support. I also think the new Thunder Giant Voltic Thunder is kind of like, I think that card is awesome. And notice, I've been building heroes to go second out the gate. So do you think my builds could do something with Voltic Thunder? Absolutely they could. Absolutely my builds could do something with that Voltic Thunder, because I'm going second out the gate anyway. That's been my style before I even knew that card was announced. And you know what? You know, that's my little comment about the new support, and I'm gonna let that segue me into the next part, the final part, which is going to be debuting this, or showing off this hero deck that I built. And it's kind of funny because, first of all, the deck's all out of order, so I got to get it together. But it's kind of funny that the new support got announced, and that's what this build was already about before I even knew what the new cards did. So it's kind of funny, but you're gonna see. I'm gonna get these cards together, and then I'm gonna show you this new build that I came up with that I haven't tested, and I'm not going to even test it tonight because I'm playing my 60 card. If I make it to locals tonight, I'm playing this one. This one has yet to be tested, but this is the profile I'm going to be showing here at the end. So, you know, I'll let all my talk about the new support go ahead and transition into this new build. Let me get my cards together. All right, so now that I got my cards together, I'm gonna go ahead and start showing you this deck profile. And the idea behind this deck, or what this deck is it's Evil Hero mixed with Masked Hero. So it's an Evil Hero, Masked Hero core, if you will. And I did this build, like I said, before I even knew what the new support cards effects were. Like, I knew there were going to be some new Masked Hero stuff coming out, but I didn't know that they were going to have actually meta-like effects. So without further ado, let's talk about this deck profile that I came up with. So it's going to play 2 Stratos. It's going to play 2 Shadow Mist. You know, I'm trying to get to mass change, so 2 Shadow Mists are important. Another thing to mention about this deck, like a lot of my builds lately, it's built to go second out the gate. At the start of the duel, it's just straight up built to go second. I'm choosing to go second if I win the dice roll, and most likely if I lose the dice roll, they're gonna make me go second anyway. So that's just to get that out the way. That's what the deck is designed to do. Also, I'm not showing off the side deck or the extra deck for it just yet. I'm just showing you the main deck. You know, I'm showing you the main deck. So let me just show you the build. I continue. 1 Neos, 1 Liquid Soldier, and 1 Blaze Man. You know, one of the things that made me want to get into this build is I looked at the new Evil Hero support, and I noticed how they were all different attributes. This is how this build idea came about. I noticed, I'm like, bro, these new evil heroes, like, they all have different attributes. Infernal Wing, Infernal Backfire, she's fire. Darkest Night is earth. Infernal Rider is wind. Toxic Bubble is water. So I'm like, dude, it seems like there's some type of connection with these cards and the rank 8 hero fusions, like Absolute Zero, Great Tornado, Blaze Man, The Shining, and the Dark One whose name I can't pronounce. So I'm like, it seems like they, by them being all these different attributes, those, I immediately thought about the rank 8 fusion heroes. And I'm like, bro, there's got to be some type of synergy between the evil heroes and those rank 8 hero fusions. And then those rank 8 hero fusions, they have synergy with mask heroes. So I was like, okay, I'm going to make a deck and it's going to feature evil heroes and mask heroes. It's like the core of what I'm trying to do. But anyway, that's the idea behind it, and I continue. I do play the Vision Hero package in here. So I got 3 Ferris, 2 Vion, and 1 Increase. It's just one of our strongest ways to get to Poly, which is a card we need. I got Blaze Man just in case, depending on the hand. I might not need to do the Vision Hero combo. And now we're going to start dropping down the Evil Hero stuff. So you got 3 Adusted Gold, 1 Prison, 1 Rider, and 1 Necrom. So Adusted Gold is extremely important in this build in particular, and we're going to be playing it at 3. I definitely want to see it. And then continuing with engine stuff, we're going to go with A Hero Lives at 3 and 3 Evil Assault. One thing you might notice, no Destiny Heroes and no Fusion Destiny. There is no Destiny Hero or Fusion Destiny going on with this deck. There's no Destiny Heroes, period. There's no Cross Crusader. This is Evil Hero, Mask Hero core. So no need for Destiny Heroes, which also made it attractive to make this build, because the Destiny Heroes are basically like, they're cards that if you don't see them with something else, they're bricks. All 5 of the Destiny Heroes are bricks. Period. I continue. 3 Mask Change. Certainly a card you need in a Mask Hero deck. And 1 Form Change. Now I was experimenting with the ratios on Form Change. I'm thinking that you only need 1 Form Change at the moment. And then Poly, Miracle Fusion, Dark Fusion, and Dark Contact. And you know what? Because of the way this deck goes, maybe I will show the extra deck. I'm just not going to show the side deck. So yes, I will show the extra deck. Yeah, I will. But yeah, that's going to do it for all the engine stuff. Dark Contact is really great for going second, and I definitely love it being up in here, because if you can access your Evil Hero stuff without using a Dusted Gold, you can pretty much a Dusted Gold and go get Dark Contact. So I think that's cool. Now let's talk about the non-engine. So it's not much. 3 Super Poly. Yes sir, going second right out the gate. Super Poly your board away. And this card is live almost at any time since you're playing 3 of them. And if you go second and you end up with Rider in the grave and they lived, you can Rider and search the ones you haven't used yet. So it is awesome. And then I got just a couple more board breakers, because Super Poly is a board breaker in itself. I got 3 Dark Ruler No More and 3 Evenly Matched. And that does it for the main deck. It is 42 cards. Alright, so let's talk about the extra deck. So I'm playing 1 Neos Lord, 1 Darkest Night. So Darkest Night is also a rank 8, so he works with Form Change as well. That's pretty fire. But yeah, Evil he Neil's Lord just in case I need his tech to get something off their field, because I am choosing to go second out the gate like I said. So I'm definitely gonna keep Neil's Lord up in there just in case I need his tech to help with board clearing. And then Elemental Heroes, got Sunrise. I'm choosing to play The Shining, Dark, rank 8 hero, and Great Tornado, as well as Wake Up for a little bit of cleanup going on. So I chose these 3 ranked 8 because light, dark, and that's the most generic attributes in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Light and dark. So I think it's really good to play them. Plus, you know, this extra deck gets tight when it comes to hero. And Great Tornado to help push for game. I can make this with an elemental hero plus Stratos, or I can make it with an elemental hero plus Infernal Rider, because he's also win. So I'm trying to get them out of there. Like I'm trying to finish them. Like I'm trying to finish them off. I'm not trying to give them another turn. I'm gonna choose to go second. I'm not trying to give you another turn. So this helps push for game. And Great Tornado and Darkest Night, they can make your opponent's monsters basically have nothing. Like you start comboing and then you get the Dark Contact and you make this dude, and you got some elemental heroes or a Wake Up setup with multiple attacks, because look at all the E-hero names you play or E-hero fusions you play, you can game them. But I continue. Now for the Mask Hero guys. So you got one Dark Law. He's a rank 6, but you might need his tech. You might need his tech to further lock them out the game if you can't beat them. So I'm playing Dark Law. I'm playing Divine Wind. It's one of the rank 8s I think you should play. I'm playing Koga. And I'm playing Mask Hero Anki. And you know what's funny? They actually matched the rank 8 elemental heroes I'm playing. I ain't even really peeped that. You got light, you got dark, and you got wind. So yeah, this guy is like one of the main ones, because if he destroys a monster, he will essentially search a mass change or a form change. That's why I'm playing him. And I'm playing these just in case I hard draw mass change. You know, the attributes have to match. So at least I have attributes that match up with them. So, but this is the main one. He gets another change card. And I know that the Earth Mask Hero, which is actually my favorite one, is it Dion? I think that one can summon a level 4 if it destroys a monster. And so if you hadn't played Shadow Mist, but the only thing is I just don't have room for it. I continue. So that's my Mask Hero Elemental Hero combo, a combination of cards. Then I play one Wonder Driver. It's the only link that you need. Reset that Miracle Fusion after you used it, and then you go into a Wake Up and you just try to push for game. And then I played 3 generic Super Poly targets. This Predator Plant, Trify Overtum, he seems to be good against dark decks. He takes 3 dark monsters from the field. So if you're playing Malice, you might can Super Poly some of their stuff into this. And then of course, old reliables, Mud Dragon of the Swamp, and Garura, Wings of Resonant Life. So that'll do it for the extra deck. Other than that, let me know what you think about the build. I think it's got great synergy, even though I haven't even officially tested outside of trying to figure out how to combo going second. And let me tell you, there's some crazy ways to put up some crazy numbers and win games with this deck going second. You know, I think it's just got great synergy, and it's kind of crazy that not too long after I made this build, like the Mask Hero effects got announced. So I think it's fire. It's good timing. It's perfect timing. So anyway, like I said, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you have a great day. Peace.